Hello, my friends. David Dom here. Hey, I'm excited about this video because it's a walkthrough kind of presentation. It's more of an explainer video, but it's a walkthrough presentation where you can actually see some of the stuff. But what's the most important part to me is it doesn't have to be perfect. So this is a one take. I'm not gonna do it over. Let's get to it. All right. So we have a new service. It's called the Thought Leadership Content Engine. You may have seen our website. You may not have. Regardless, you're going to see a lot of it here now. And the website can be found at eepartnergroup.com. Okay? So it's a thought leadership content engine. That's the name of this project. I'm going to give you a live walkthrough because what you're going to see here, it's not a content service. This is a thought leadership content engine, which is a system that turns your ideas and your voice into digital assets every single week. Move my microphone here so I don't hit it with my hands. Okay, so instead of posting into the ether, everything you're about to see creates assets, digital assets that you own. Okay, so let's get to it. All right, why this? Why now? Search has shifted from keywords to meaning. This entire content engine is built around that shift. Meaning it's engineered and structured for SEO today, search engine optimization today, and AI-driven discovery tomorrow, AEO, AI engine optimization. This is not posting into the void, okay? This is very intentioned. It's a very intentional engineered content system for the new digital online space. And it builds you a library of owned digital assets, compounding content that can be repurposed. Now, here's the thing, and as far as why now, search engine optimization, and you may have paid somebody to get your website SEO optimized and search engine optimized. And if so, you might have paid $250 a month or even $1,000 a month. I know some people that charge $2,000 or more per month to create what's called search engine optimization on your website. But everything's changed. If you notice at the top of Google, you already see the list of AI generated search results, even before some of the organic results on Google. People are starting to use these other services, Claude, Gemini, ChatGPT, to search for the things they want. So the whole entire game has changed. And because of that, it's a good time to create content and be in the know and understand that you're not just optimizing now for search engines, but you're optimizing for the LLMs, the large language models as well. All right. I'm going to try to keep this short. I don't think I'm doing very well so far, but let's get through this. Who is this for? Okay, right now it's December 2025. This is good for founders, CEOs, authors, pastors and ministry leaders, nonprofit leaders, and business owners with the message. Okay. Primarily people who have ideas, but don't have time to become content creators. People that could use also a tax write-off and set themselves up for 2026. Right now, specifically, I'm looking for a couple people, still 2 more people to take me up on that. And we'll talk about that more. Okay. The foundation. Voice cloning. Just so it's clear, this wasn't possible 6 months ago or a year ago. At least I didn't know how to do it. But things have changed. The technology just keeps improving. And this all starts with your voice. We clone your actual voice from about 2 minutes of recorded audio. And then everything downstream after that uses this. Podcast, videos, clips, all in your voice. Okay, quite fascinating. You record 2 minutes of audio, your actual voice is cloned, and this voice powers everything that you're about to see. All right. So the first thing we do, each week we create 5 to 7 minute podcast episode in your cloned voice. You don't record weekly, you don't edit, you don't publish. We handle all of it. Okay. So you get a professionally branded podcast that's created for you, custom artwork that's included. We create it for you, a web page for each episode, and a player that embeds anywhere. you get a website for all the episodes and a player. So you get embedded on your website actually. And this is going to be kind of a show and tell. So I'm going to show you some stuff. So yeah, weekly 5 to 7 minute podcast clips. Okay, it's digestible, just enough for people to get the message and not feel like I can't listen to anymore. All right, so let's go take a look at what this looks like. So you see this? This is, I'm not going to get in the weeds with you, but this is a master SOP. It's the beginning. It's literally the rules for how we start this whole entire process. Okay. It's taking into account that the large language models are actually a thing. They're not going away. As a matter of fact, I mean, AI engine optimization is going to be way more prevalent. Okay, so I'm just showing you that this is our SOP, our standard operating procedures for this process, and it all starts with this as a foundation, okay? Just so we know. All right, now we're going to show you. Here you go. Here is some artwork. So you get your own artwork. You get a podcast. We create the podcast. We create 1 episode per week. This is what it looks like, okay, right here. And I think... All right, let me just let you hear this.
Each episode brings you powerful insights, real-world applications, and practical education to help you navigate the AI revolution with confidence. This show is sponsored by Omni AI Systems and Consulting, empowering businesses with tools and strategies they need to thrive in a world driven by automation and intelligent technology. Your host is the founder, AI and tech entrepreneur, David Daum. We're glad you're here. Let's dive in.
Speed to lead is one of the biggest reasons small businesses lose deals, waste ad spend, and feel like their marketing just isn't working. Most people think they need more leads.
Okay, that's my cloned voice. I just wanted you to see an example. So this is the episode for this is the web page for this specific episode, and there's actually a website that has all the episodes on it. You can also embed it, and you're going to get a chance to see that as well. But here's what it looks like on Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, okay? Just so you kind of have an idea. All right, get to this next part. Let's go back. Okay, that's the podcast, all right? Big deal. It really starts with that. The next thing is podcast distribution. Every episode is distributed to 15 to 20 podcast platforms automatically. You just saw 3 of those. Okay, so the big ones. This is where long-form authority starts compounding. So each episode is automatically distributed to all these, where people listen to podcasts, okay? That's one thing. You saw some of those. Let's see. I don't think I have anything for that. Yeah. All right. So we're going to distribute it, okay? We're just not going to create the episode. We're going to create it, then we're going to distribute it. Next is weekly blog articles. Okay, so again, this is an asset that you own. Each podcast episode becomes a weekly blog article. This blog lives inside your Omni account. Now, don't worry about that. That's our software. We're using our software to make all this happen, by the way. But it's an asset that you own. It's not something rented on social media. As a matter of fact, I mean, you could host your blog anywhere, but we're going to write the blog articles. We're going to post them on the blog that we create for you, and then you can do whatever else you want with them. Every podcast episode becomes a weekly blog article, and we host those. Okay, so here's what it looks like. All right, so you get your own blog, and it would look something similar to this. These are the blog articles. Here we go. So this would be branded. This would be branded for you, and it's your own blog. Right there, blog, okay? And this, because these are, again, it's content. It's about whatever you're doing and whatever you're saying. So it's going to build up over time. So if you just see these couple, I mean, just imagine the shift will be when you have, 20 of these, right? They start to actually create, again, that library that gets indexed on the search engines and the large language models, LLMs. Okay. There's no way I could get this done in 10 minutes. I just hit 10 minutes. Okay, I'm doing my best. This is more about you understanding it. So if you, it doesn't even matter. If you feel frustrated about this or it's too long, you already probably turned it off. If you're still here, then you want to hear this. Okay. All right, YouTube podcast channel. We also create and publish a podcast video to YouTube every week. Same episode, same voice, different platform. YouTube is owned by Google, so pretty important. And they have a podcast section. So this actually is the podcast inside of my Google or inside of my YouTube channel. So that's what this looks like. It's very cool. But all this is content, guys. Look, it's all content. We dive into needle moving shifts happening in the age of AI, give you the freedom to explore, blah, blah, blah. Again, same thing. You have a list of a few of these. You got a list of 10, 20, starts to add up and have an impact when people are looking for things that you do. All right. Short form social clips. From each episode, we create 3 to 5 short clips with captions, and they're designed for awareness and discovery, while the long form stuff builds the authority. So you got a blog article, but with these clips, you're kind of pushing people back to that. And we do 3 to 5, and that's what these look like here. All right. So we've got the clips. They have, captions, and
Speed to lead is not just a metric, it's momentum. When someone raises their hand, they want to talk now. They want answers now. They want to feel acknowledged now.
All right, so that is a 37-second clip. It's got captions, and we push those. All right, so next. All right, that's what those look like. Very cool, right? All right. Short form clips. Now, here's the other, pretty exciting part. This was a decision I made yesterday. If I was to download all those clips for you and the blog articles, let's say, we're going to publish the podcast episodes regardless. But if I was to put all your blog articles in a Google Drive folder and all of your social media clips in a Google Drive folder and give them to you every single week, I mean, nothing against you, but I know for a fact, a lot of times it's just not going to happen. People aren't going to post. Not only that, but yeah, I mean, we're going to do it for you. Okay. So that's why we're going to push the blog articles onto the blog so that they're there and they're out in the atmosphere. And then same with the social media clip. These clips are published to social platforms. So your ideas are consistently showing up without you logging in every day. Now, I would suggest that you keep posting on social media, but there's plenty of, here, let me show you the channels. The short clips, we're going to publish them to the social media channels. So Google Business Profile, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, LinkedIn, TikTok, Pinterest, YouTube, Community, or Blue Sky. So any of these, you can create any of these accounts, social accounts, and then we'll literally take the clips and push them out to those social media accounts for you on your behalf every week. You don't have to touch it. All you have to do is register them and get them inside of the software. And as soon as they're inside the software, we'll take care of it. We'll take it from there. Okay. So that is what is happening. Let's go back and see where we're at. Yeah. Just to wrap this up. The engine effect is one voice, okay, turns into one voice and one idea, and a digestible idea turns into a podcast episode, a blog article, a YouTube video, social media clips, and then distributed across major platforms every single week. Pretty unheard of. You could take one of these services and split it up, and it would be one of these services. We could charge, what we're charging for everything, we could charge for just one of these things. A podcast and that whole thing, then the blog, that whole thing, or the social media clips and that whole thing. Yeah. So this is deeply discounted right now. We're just going to get to. All right. The big picture. Hold on. I don't like it. I want focus. Okay. Here's the big picture. It's not about one post or one episode. It's about building a library of assets that compound over time. It's about installing a content engine that runs every week in your voice on your behalf. Okay. Right now, we're working with a small group to roll this out. We are offering a deep discount right now for a few folks at $1,000 per month. Okay. But we're looking for someone that can commit to setting themselves up for 2026. I'm looking for 2 more leaders to invest $10,000 for 12 months. Okay. So it's $1,000 a month. We're going to give you 2 months free. So it's $2,000 savings, even still, to do this. $10,000 investment. There are payment options that, that can be made, but that's the deal. And here's what I'm willing to do, because even if you're still watching this after 15 minutes, I know you might not be this person, but 6 degrees of separation says that if you're not the person, you might know somebody that is the person. Okay. This is a very, very unique opportunity. If you know anything whatsoever about marketing, or you spent marketing dollars, or I don't know, this is crazy, the value for the amount of money we're offering it for. It will be more. I mean, the target number was closer to $5,000 a month when we were, building this out. But we want to get a few people in right now. And so what I'm willing to do is I will pay you a $500 referral bonus if somebody comes to me and they say, hey, right, well, I'll pay you $500 referral bonus if they become a client. And, I'll just throw this in, but we do have an AI agency. If somebody talks about, hey, I want to get some AI started or whatever, we could talk to them. If they become a client and they don't do this new deal, we'll still pay you a $500 referral bonus. So that's my offer. I don't think I have anything else here. Okay, so the website is it's eepartnergroup.com. I'll put it on the screen probably. The website, there's a video here that it is a kind of a walkthrough video. You could book a 15-minute strategy call with us here. Just some more stuff, gives you ideas about who this is for. This is the embed feature. So you can embed an episode on a website or a page or a funnel or a landing page. You could embed the whole show on a page. Okay. So that's an example. You've already heard this, but
Welcome back to
that's there for, again, I'm thinking of people you might give this to. So the example of your blog, that opens in a new window. We looked at that. YouTube channel, same thing. We looked at that as well. Here are the podcast channels that we're going to push the podcast out to. Quite a bit more information here. And John's contact information. And like I said, you could just book a call with us. Yeah. Easy to do. So if you refer somebody to us and they get started, you got $500 for Christmas. Okay. And we're not going to say, oh, we'll pay you that in February. No, we'll get it to you in December. So I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging in there. If you're still watching this, I tried to make it as short as I could, but this is so unique that I want to make sure. And it's hard to say. I mean, everybody's like, buy my stuff. It's real valuable. It's amazing. Well, this is really amazing. So, and I don't need everybody to buy it right now. Just one, or actually 2 more people. All right. Thanks so much. I appreciate you. If you have any questions, you can go to eepartnergroup.com. If you'd like to set an appointment on my calendar, you could text the word Athena to 903-623-1695. That's 903-623-1695. And I just remembered something. This is really important, actually. Okay. So at the end of this podcast episode,
The business that responds
first of all, the 5 to 7 minutes, think about this. It's almost, you don't want to just be selling the whole time, but it basically is a commercial because you're sharing your thoughts, your content, your ideas. At the end, you have a chance to do whatever you want there. We're going to be doing what I just did. Hey, if you want to learn more, text the word Athena to our number. Well, you could do the same thing here. I think this one just says go to our website, but this is, you're the sponsor for your own
Thanks
website.
for joining us on the AI of Things needs to stay ahead of the future. This podcast is sponsored by Omni AI Systems and Consulting, your partner in AI strategy, automation, and intelligent business solutions. Visit omniaisystems.com to learn more. We appreciate you, and we'll see you in the next episode.
And there you go. So that's a good ending. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. I just wanted to show you this. You could be your own sponsor for your show, and you can do whatever you want with that. So 20 minutes. Thank you.